You see how she walked down a hallway and then she stopped and went back because she missed something, a line on the floor, so she had to go back and touch it? I used to do that also. And this was probably one of the most vivid memories I have about this because it's connected to also when I realized I wasn't doing these sort of rituals anymore. I come out of my apartment building and I used to walk down the hallway and my floors were just like the floors in there. They had little squares and I used to touch each little tiny square on the floor to make sure that I was completing a ritual every single time. So one day I tried to test myself. I walked down the hallway. I purposely missed one of the lines. I get to the elevator and I'm standing there and just this sensation or just urge or need to complete this just came over me. And it was so overwhelming that I ran back, I touched the line, and then I went on about my day. I wouldn't do this everywhere or all the time. It would just manifest itself sometimes. And it wasn't like I was being triggered in any way, or to my knowledge, I wasn't being triggered in any way. So I actually remember one of my buddies, Tay, teasing me about this because I used to have this thing where I spit a lot too as a teenager. But he used to tease me and be like, look, this is Rob. That's the first time I realized that, oh, everybody can see me. Everybody knows because we are in a group and everybody starts laughing. And I just realized, oh, everybody knows I do this? I had no clue people were knowing that I was doing this. It was a little bit embarrassing, but we were so used to, ragging on each other that it didn't really affect me that much because it was very true. And I wasn't like ashamed of it. It was just something I did that I didn't think everybody else was aware of. This went on for like a year. And I just remember one day I'm walking out of my apartment one day and I start to walk down the hallway and I get to the end of the hall by the elevator and I go, wait a minute, I just realized I didn't have to touch anything on the floor just now. Wait a minute, when's the last time I did any of these little things? And I couldn't even remember or tell you the last time I did it. I just know it was when I was about 12 years old and it lasted for a whole entire year. I never said anything to anyone and never got diagnosed. And when I figured this out when I was 24 years old, I was just like, did the fact that I never got diagnosed help me just get over it and not, bring it to the forefront and pay it as much attention? Because in this episode, which I end up seeing later, a lot of these people went to doctors and got diagnosed and then got, put on little treatments or medicine or some stuff like that. There were people who used to have to turn the doorknob so many times before they went in. They would have to relock and lock the door and all this other stuff. I didn't do any of that. I just did the thing with my eyes, I did the thing with my toes, and I did the thing where I had to step on certain lines and stuff like that. That's as much as I could remember the extent of my OCD as a child. But one day, it just magically disappeared. And I have no clue how. But that's my story. Have a good day.